What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central. This is the first time that I've had a double up on episodes in the same day, but we got an update. The Chicago Bears have made a trade, and we're going to talk about it right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
All right, Bears fans. Now, we've been pondering and wondering what were the Chicago Bears going to do if they were going to make a deal. Well, we got a deal that went down. Nothing too major, but the Patriots have traded N'Keal Harry to the Chicago Chicago Bears for a 7th round pick. Now, this is another low risk, possibly high reward if it does work out. Basically another prove it deal in a way for the Chicago Bears, giving N'Keal Harry or bringing him in. Again, what this works like, it's a 7th rounder in 2024 that they're giving up for a former first round pick in N'Keal Harry, who was drafted in 2019 with the 32nd overall pick. So that last pick in the second round. Now, N'Keal Harry's NFL career has been nothing special as of yet. He was put on the injury reserve because of an ankle injury in his first season. Then in the season opener of his second season, he did get 5 receptions and 39 yards in a win. But he got his career high of 8 receptions later on in that season. Last season, he did request a trade from the New England Patriots. And he said he wanted a fresh start before the start of training camp. He did not get that, but he gets that now with the Chicago Bears, trading him to the in a trade from the Patriots to the Chicago Bears. Now, to go over what he's done so far in his NFL career. So in 2019, he played in 5 games, only had 12 receptions, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. In 2020, he played in 14 games. He started 9 of those games, got 33 receptions for 309 yards and 2 touchdowns again. And then last season with the New England Patriots, he played in 12 games, started 4 of those games, got 12 receptions overall, and no touchdowns. So again, this isn't anything, or not the knockout trade that some people had wanted or hoped that the Bears would do for a wide receiver this year, but they do add a depth piece to this wide receiver core. Again, nothing special, nothing that's necessarily going to change the outlook for the Chicago Bears, but it could be one of those things that if they get a player who hasn't been used, has dealt with some adversity so far in his NFL career, hasn't been targeted a lot, hasn't been given a lot of opportunity, comes in to now right before training camp with the Chicago Bears, maybe with a chip on the shoulder, looking to prove himself in the NFL and to prove that he deserves to be here. And we'll see what happens. Again, this isn't anything that I think is going to necessarily turn into anything. It's an interesting trade. Like I said, former first round pick. So it raises some eyes there. Could they potentially get more out of him than what New England got out of him? Again, doubtful on my side of things, but acquiring a first round pick, giving up a future 7th round pick in that deal, it's really just low, very, very low risk, potentially high reward. Even then, I hesitate to use the phrase of high reward in that deal. But somebody who requested a trade, somebody who wanted to change the scenery, he now gets that with the Chicago Bears, gets to pair in and be added to a wide receiver core that overall has a lot to prove this season in that wide receiver core. What does he end up turning into? How many receptions does he get? Does he work himself into that rotation with training camp, preseason, things like that as we head towards the start of the regular season? All that's going to remain to be answered, but he's going to be given an opportunity here. They gave him away. The Patriots did for basically nothing. So we'll see what happens with that. Again, bringing in size, bringing in a wide receiver who, again, maybe can push some things. He's 6'4", 225 pounds. So quite a big size factor for him, especially when you look at being potentially in that wide receiver core with Darnell Mooney. So let me know what you guys think about everything down below. What do you think about N'Keal Harry? Do you think he's going to end up cracking that rotation? Do you think he may even push to be that 3rd overall wide receiver, maybe pushing Velus Jones out of that? Or do you think this means that maybe the Bears taking a look at everything aren't as sold maybe on a Byron Pringle or something like that? Let me know what you guys think about this. This is going to open up a lot of doors for speculation. Tomorrow, we do have a full episode of Chicago Bears Central with all of the hosts. So we'll be breaking this down, talking about it a little bit more in depth and what we think of it. But hey, the Bears made a move. They made a solid one, a low-risk one. They give up some draft capital, but get a former first-round pick for that draft capital. Ryan Poles taking calculated risk again, that's what he's doing right now. This season is the season of calculated risk for Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears. But let me know what you think about everything down below. Thank you for tuning in to Chicago Bears Central. If you want to follow the show, you can do so at Chi Bears Central on every social media platform that we're on. You can also send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. And lastly, if you want to leave a text and our voicemail for our Friday mailbag episodes, if you want to sound off on this or anything else, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. Thank you for tuning in to Chicago Bulls Central. Bear down, people. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.